Hi, Epstein, and here we are with your morning flash update. And this update is for Thursday, the 11th of April, 2024, 8:20 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's go right to the day's data because then everything starts making more sense. Jobless claims still show the same labor situation we had. The claims fall, it's easy to get jobs. The continuing, they went up 28,000, but they seem to slip back the week after. So I'm just looking at this number, and it still looks to me like a strong market. Now, as I explained it to the best that I could last night, I expected PPI to not come in as hot as the CPI, and the reasons are you don't include shelter costs, you don't include the energy cost. There's a lot of things you don't do in parts of this, and certainly insurance. While they were talking auto insurance up 22%, what about home insurance? Just general home insurance is going up for a lot of people, especially if you live in the South, get these crazy storms. Every morning we wake up, like today it's Louisiana, 75,000 people without electricity. They show buildings ruined. Somebody's paying for that. Producer price index, all right, so up only 0.2. They expected up 0.3. So let's applaud that, not as strong. Ex-food and energy, the number comes in at up 0.2, what was expected, and personal consumption still picking up. Not a lot, but picking up. So those people getting jobs, they're consuming more. I don't know what else to say, but that is the easy part of it. The European Central Bank, they left all their rates unchanged. Miss Lagarde is still talking as I'm doing that. I record her so I can catch up with everything. But I can tell you, she's making it clear that the ECB is not Federal Reserve dependent. She's pointed out that a number of members are talking about rate cuts right now. She wanted to wait until June to make certain that the trajectory is locked into the downside. They see that the cuts have been restrictive and things are going in the right direction. So I would say that when you cut through it and you get under the hood, very much, if things were just like they are now, I would bet that they go for their rate cut in June. It might be one and done for a bit, but I think that they would be doing that. So that's where I think you're at. When asked about currency parity, because some people think that the euro versus the U.S. dollar could go to parity. Others think the 104, 105 area, but most analysts think down for the euro. I'm in that school as well. And she said that the bank doesn't comment on that. Well, would it hurt them to be there? I don't know that it would, all right, because, their goods get cheaper. That's one way to look at it, all right? So a bunch of things you have to look at. When you and I come in and we look at the markets here, the first thing, let's go to the energy. No attacks so far by Iran or one of its proxies on Israel direct, or its embassies somewhere, whatever they threatened to do. So the market backed off a little. Will it stay down? Probably not a lot. OPEC came out today and said they are closely monitoring the situation as they expect demand will go up for the oil this summer. So, they're saying that they're still bullish. You're getting a bit of a correction in natural gas as production keeps increasing, and we keep getting more of that on hand. Bitcoin getting good bids, holding that 68,000 level very nicely. Bonds and notes getting a bid because PPI didn't come in as hot as expected. Grain markets, as I told you, in the corn especially, you've got all those tractors out in the field, and they are just going to be planting as farmers want everything in the ground before May is done. In the dollar, stable, and the euro, okay. It's got a range today of already 40 points going into the speech by Ms. Lagarde and her commentary there. And my guess is it'll just stay like that for a little bit. Getting a little bit of a bounce from the British pound and the Aussie, and the market is still testing the Japanese central bank. It will eventually respond to that. Gold market still up with a good bid. We have work that says it could be going to 27,000 before it's all said and done. As inflation pressures will keep that in pretty good shape. And yes, the dollar can go up, but gold's proven it can go up with the stronger dollar, especially if the dollar's up and we're talking of cutting rates down the road. So the two combinations get very interesting for that market. So if you'd like to learn more, like I always talk about, I've already written about China this morning, which I have done for my clients. chance, I'll be covering what Ms. Lagarde said in detail because I think it's so important, and you're hearing me talk, that overall I'm getting more and more bearish in the euro. Well, I cover this in my newsletter. I write 2 a day, and that's Monday through Thursday, 1 on Friday, and then 1 on Sunday night. If you'd like to try them, go to iraepstein.com, free offers, or move your cursor to the top here, and you can do that as well. I'm Ira. You have a great trading day. I'll catch up with everybody at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Have a great one.